I don't know. Yeah. I should go get my glasses if anyway. Alright. Ah. Alright, won't be too long. Just getting things set up right now. I have some spaghetti in the microwave that we're gonna be eating during the spectator delay. Don't mind that. It's a late day, but we're scrimming Nebula vs Milkman. It's a small stream, nothing too big. But if people want to watch or whatever, you know, like it is what it is. Mustard. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. There we go. I don't know when we're starting, but yeah. I'm gonna mic off while I eat. And we're just waiting on a support. I'm not too sure who we're waiting on, but yeah. Holy shit, dude. Hey, the beard game. Well, it's getting cold outside, so you know we gotta prep winter and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna mic off while they get ready, and it won't be too long. I'll speed eat for you guys. All right, here we go. As we get ready to get into the cast, I did not get to see the draft. The draft was already like pre-done ahead of time. But okay. So far, we've got Tom Kench versus Aatrox, Wukong versus Sejuani, Swain versus Syndra, and Aphelios Taric versus Kaisa Nautilus. Okay, Kaisa Nautilus I know a bit more about, but Aphelios Taric, okay, that's something new. Haven't seen a lot of Swain in the mid lane, but Kingmaker apparently gonna be making them high-level Faker style plays. Interested in seeing how Wafflehammer deals with here's Johnny in the top lane. And we got Monkey D Thinkar on the Sejuani, the GOAT tank player himself. Yeah. Okay, the bans for this game on the side of Milkmen were Zach, Evelyn, Volibear for first rotation. Second rotation, they had Akali and Silas. And then for Nebula, we had Draven, Xin Zhao, Samira, Ari, and Mordekaiser. The first three, first rotation. The last two in the last rotation. Okay, that does make some sense. It was an early pick. It was a first pick of Aphelios. Okay, very, very interesting. And it was a counter pick Aatrox. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we're gonna be doing things. Okay, so the Swain was an answer into the Syndra, and the Aatrox was an answer into the Tom Kench. We're about to enter spectator delay. I've got hot food in front of me, so if you don't mind me, I'm going to be nom nomming real fast. But yeah. Do note, for Nebula, we have a support substitution. Miles QC is going to be playing for these 3 games. I believe if there is a change, I will update you guys. But as far as we know, the current support here for the side of Nebula was not able to make it to this scrim. So, yeah. Anyways, back to this delicious spaghetti. Okay, well, we got through about 80% of the bowl of spaghetti. Gonna have to save the rest for a little later. Cold spaghetti isn't really great, but it is what it is. Bum. Okay, so we've got Grass versus Conqueror. We've got Conqueror versus Aftershock. First strike on Sidra, very interesting. Summon Airy on Swain. We've got Conqueror and Glacial Augment for the side of Milkman. And we have PTA Aftershock here for the side of Nebula in the bot lane. We've got quadruple teleports. As always, this standard. We've got Cleanse on Aphelios. Okay, surprisingly, interesting skins. But we have Blood Moon Aatrox, Dark Rider, Sejuani, Snow Day, Syndra, KDA, Kaisa, Tarek, Lumen Shield, Nightbringer, Aphelios, Radiant Wukong, and Master Chef Tom Kench as the skins for this game with Vanilla Swain and a Nautilus, respectively. Let's get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. As always, you know it, you love it, and it is the Fallen Sanctum casts. We're going to be getting hype. Oh yeah, we're in game. My bad. Sorry, I forgot how to ban the music. Well, bam! Woo! Here we go. We got direct camera. Looks like we are going to be working towards standard. No, we are pinging for an early invade. The Nautilus is taking a late start. We'll see if it affects it, but it looks like we got standard 5-1 here from the side of Milkman. Will we be able to get a little rush and ward it? Okay, Egg White's has made it to the brush first. Has not dropped the ward, though. Might be in a little bit of troubles. Miles has started Q, I'm going to assume. Yeah, okay, the Nautilus hook has been selected, and it looks like we are starting the invade. Egg White has to be careful. We did place a ward at the Raptors here for Nebula, but Miles is going to be clutch. We have to be able to catch this Tarek, and the shield, the stun comes out from Tarek. We're going to flash over the wall, and, okay, Tarek flashed, but Tarek has Hex Flash, so it doesn't really matter at this point in the game. It just means that Egg White's 1-on-1 gonna have to play a little bit more careful, but some decent damage here. Aatrox gonna have to take it back. Might be a little bit late. A lot of banter going on in the chat. Funnies. And yeah, here we are starting with the bot lane. It looks like Sejuani is starting on her solo red, Wukong starting on solo blue, and we are going to see Monkey D think our path bot early. We're going to see Wukong also pathing bot, trying to get these two hyper scaled 80 carries ahead. The Hex Flash coming in from Tarek with the stun. Zavi gets hit, gets chunked down to 50%. Aphelios level 1 isn't really much of a champion. Godson going down to about 30% HP. Has to be careful. The Nautilus hook is coming back up, cooldown. But we've got the Dazzle here from Egg White's coming up in a second, and it's going to hit Miles. We get the support gold proc, but now Godson pretty low. We gotta hit that level 2. The flash from Miles with the staggering blow. We hit the level 2 early, and that's gonna be first blood on Zabi. Dazzle gonna come out here, but unfortunately, flash invested by Godson for the flash of Miles. Going to be able to secure the kill. Zabi here getting the kill early. Johnny getting a good trade on Tom Kench, but Tom Kench does a pretty good job at healing up damage that he takes early. Yet FPS going to be doing what he can here. A nice force of will stun, going to dodge and never move, but the crooked fingers going to hurt. Okay, Johnny getting a nice triple sweet spot here, but he's gonna get licked. He's gonna get diddy-fied by the Tom Kench. The stacks are starting to wear off. They notice that whenever Tom Kench has a lot of stacks on a champion, he looks more and more hungry. And never move going to land on Yeet FPS. Turn off that first strike. Another licky coming here from Waffelheimer. Okay, Johnny in a little bit of a precarious situation, but Waffle hasn't been farming. That is the one downside to Tom Kench as a champion. The champion does not farm well, like, at all. And Johnny gonna miss a few CS, but still gonna be about 2-ish waves up on Waffelheimer. And with the innate sustain that Aatrox has, okay, the Licky is coming out. We have the Abyssal Dive available, and we're gonna get a stun in here. Johnny gonna be forced to flash, but just gonna get grass licked with the auto. Miles going in, Miles getting hit by the Dazzle, but we've got the Nautilus hook. The Kai'Sa passive is proccing, but Tarek loves a good brawl, because he can just keep on fighting. Zavi here looking to take the 1v2. Not to be backing off a little bit. A little too aggressive. Got some... Okay, 80 carry client crashed here. Game has been paused. We will be able to resume shortly. Gonna be Mike. Gonna be nom-nomming some spaghetti while the pause is happening.
A summoner has reconnected.
Okay, looks like the 80 carry has reconnected. It shouldn't be too long. We should be able to unpause very soon. That spaghetti was delicioso. I'm just waiting on the confirmation of the game coming back to live. Give me a second. Here we go. Okay, the game has been unpaused. Godson taking a little bit of damage, but Monkey D. Thinkar is here yet. And now Godson gonna be in a little bit of trouble. The hook gonna come through. Kai'Sa coming through. The Sejuani gonna flash here. Egg White's in a little bit of trouble, but we're not gonna be able to close the distance here. The game is frozen, but it should unfreeze. Better soon. All right. Kingmaker going to take it. Kingmaker up about 13 CS. I know that Syndra struggles with mana issues early, but this is pretty big. Monkey and Miles here looking to get started on the dragon. It is a Cloud Dragon. Here, starting in the mid lane, we don't have much money on either of the mid lanes, so it's going to be a Faded Ashes versus an almost lost chapter. Let's call it a lost magazine, because it's not a chapter right now. Okay, the Force of Will going to be ducked away from here by Kingmaker. Both teleports invested here in the mid lane. Flash, importantly, still up for Syndra. Never move going to miss, but Kingmaker is putting some stress on the CS. Here we have a Waffle Hammer down about 30 almost 30 CS. A nice sweet spot here by Johnny, but that anti-heal going to put in some work. Okay, the Tongue Lash started to do a lot, but the World Ender is available. Strega is top lane though, so we have to be careful. We do not have the Nom Nommies here from Tom Kench, so we cannot confirm a kill. Monkey and Miles have rotated up. Waffle in a little bit of trouble. We have the Abyssal Dive, but we've got the... Oh no! Monkey Not going to land the Sejuani Q, going to hit just the side frame of Tom Kench, allowing this Master Chef to be a master cook in the kitchen. Alright, now we got Kingmaker in a little bit of trouble, gets sweet spotted on, gonna get charged on, and Johnny just going to Annihilation, forcing Strega to flash. We have the QE combo here onto Wukong. Wukong getting very low. There's a huge ass wave, but we're just going to be taking grub dominance here for the first. We're going to get grub dominance here, but a lot invested here by Nebula, so future team fights might be a little bit harder. No Syndra. Syndra's first ult, unfortunately, was a little bit of a dud. But Wafflehammer able to survive there was pretty good. Strega also not dying, but losing his flash. A little bit unfortunate. However, Zevi getting a little bit zoned by that information. Having 2 kills is nice though, so he's able to not bleed too much pressure. Kingmaker gonna look for a play. Here, going to land and never move onto Yap FPS. Kingmaker going to get stunned by the Force of Will. Okay, another never move into the Vision of the Empire. We're forcing the flash here from Yeet. Yap. Because his name is Yeet in the Discord. So Yap, Yeep, Yeep, Yap, Yeep, Yap, Yeep. Alright, Johnny here doing a good job farming, but also want to note that Wafflehammer came back pretty big in terms of the farming he had missed. It was like 14 to 36 at some point, and Johnny's only gotten 10 CS. Okay, Kingmaker unfortunately going to get Kumbayad here. Not going to be able to make a difference right now. It's still up about a bit of CS, but they're about even in gold though. So, Sejuani going to like that first kill, going to Accelerator towards her first item. I'll have to see if it's Sunfire Cape or Hollow Radiance. Might be Sunfire Cape given that there's an Aphelios and a Wukong, but we'll have to see. Wukong working towards, I believe it's Sundered Sky. I think this is Sundered Sky first. I don't think it's Eclipse. Okay, Wafflehammer and Johnny going toe-to-toe. Wafflehammer just eating some sweet spots. Not getting knocked out by the sweet spots because that means more damage. But able to start chunking through Johnny's HP bar as Johnny does not yet have the Eclipse ready. Okay. Johnny just going to do what he can, push the wave in, wants to get a reset, has about 600 gold. Okay, we've got a nice dazzle here onto Miles. The staggering blow, though, going to hit the Taric. We get the exhaust on Zavi, forcing the Killer Instinct out. And now we have the stars combined across the Milky Way. And Egg White's going to take the kill here on Miles. Kingmaker also surviving a trade from Yeet. Taking a lot of damage. Strega's gonna find the monkey. And Sejuani, when her passive is up, is one of the tankiest champions in the game. The Dazzle going to force the flash here from Sejuani. Alright. Okay, sweet spots landing the Infernal Chains, not going to find the Om Nom Nami under the turret. Johnny has the flash, takes a turret shot, and Wafflehammer going to send him to the gulag on the kitchen. Kingmaker going to be sent to the Call of Duty jail, which is known as the Gray Screen, after taking The Force Unleashed, a Star Wars game, in his back. Monkey, though, back bot lane here. We've got red, white. Let's fight the Glacier. Oh, okay. The Cleanse coming in. Taric is fighting, but we don't have enough sauce to be able to fight back. Egg White's going to die once again. Picks up a cloth armor. Maybe looking towards boots. Looks like it's going to be Collector first versus Static Ship. We've got first play priority in the mid lane, but yeah, it has to be a little bit careful. There is a monkey with a big ass stick looking for violence. Aphelios using both his key summoners. The second dragon of the game currently being contended by Nebula. Strega is over the wall, does have the monkey clone, looking for a way in, going to steal the Captech Dragon and be able to just monkey see, monkey do across the wall. Yap has to be a little bit careful, but Miles is shadowing him. We're gonna throw the Kaisa missile into the middle of nowhere. Probably trying to see if there were people in the bush, but I don't think so. Okay, yeah, recalls, gets his American magic and teleports in. Okay, we've got the Nautilus ult full combo, wombo, chombo, nombo. Monkey D think are gonna be able to kill Kingmaker here. The Dazzle's going to clip onto Miles. Johnny fighting Whiffleheimer, but yeah, Wiffle, a waffle. Sorry, Wiffle waffle, Wiffle waffle, waffle Wiffle. It's a fun name to say. I'm going to put in a lot of damage against Johnny. Yeah, Strega. Gotta get the Cyclone in on Monkey D. Tinkar. We've got the Abyssal Dive, and Johnny and Monkey D gonna be in a little bit of trouble. The Om Nom Nummies and Waffle Hammer going to take another solo bolo, essentially speaking. And it's gonna be second point of Grubs contested here by the side of the Milkmen. Godson caught out. The Q's gonna miss from Nautilus, but we have bad guns here for Aphelios. We don't want to fight with purple green. Purple green. Thinking of a rhyme. It's not a crime. I got nothing. I'm sorry. Okay, so we got point pressure here in the bot lane. Godson and Kingmaker not having the best games, but Egg Whites and Wafflehammer putting in some work here. The front line at least gonna be very tanky. Eclipse on Monkey Man? What? Okay, that's crazy. I've never seen an Eclipse on the Monkey Man. Outside of like top lane monkeys? Okay, Tom Kench getting a recall and has access to teleport. Finishes the unending despair. And Kingmaker gonna dodge out of the balls, the dark spheres of justice. I guess they'd be snowballs at this point. Sejuani, though, finishing that Sunfire Cape, gonna be important. Building towards probably what is a Randuin's Omen and or a Locket and play the Steel Caps. We've got Godson, who's got his Collector. We don't have the Blackfire Torch yet for Swain. We got Static Shiv and Locket. Got the Eclipse. Okay, so everyone on Nebula has a completed item. A little bit behind here for the side of Milkman. Kingmaker gonna get Q grabbed, and Kaisa just going in, throwing the passive, and the Sejuani ult proc, the explosion on the miss is going to grab the kill. And this Sejuani is pretty fed, a lot of money onto Sejuani. And yeah, Waffle doesn't really care about Johnny right now. But it looks like we're going to get priority access to a Rift Herald here for the side of DH Nebula. Okay, Blackfire Torch has been picked up here by Swain. With the Rift Herald, we are taking a quick back for Miles. I believe he might have his boots or getting close to his boots. But Strega and Egg Whites are here to gank Yap. And we are going to miss the engage, unfortunately. The Flash and Cyclone invested by the Wukong, and nothing was found at the end of the day. Red Herald being invested, Tom will be able to get multiple turrets with this. Oh no, Monkey D. Tinkar failed the driving test. And now it looks like we gotta commit onto, we have to commit. Okay, but yeah, in a little bit of trouble. Gonna get rooted by the Aphelios ultimate. And we're just going to kill Syndra. However, Kaisa gets a turret in the mid lane. Waffle going to flash over the wall after eating the... Ooh! Okay, Monkey gonna live by the skin of his teeth at the end of the day. But we are successfully going to get one Herald charge here for... oh, Waffle looking for blood at the end of the day. The Vision of the Empire going to find a stack onto a low-level Miles QC. And, yeah. Okay, so at the end of the day, we got 1.5 turrets top, and a turret mid, and some decent... Yeah, so, okay, so we got the mid lane and the top lane outer turret versus the bot lane outer. And we got a crash in the top lane inner for... Syndra died and no one else died. Okay. I mean, that's not that bad. Kingmaker going to land a never move onto Monkey D. Tinkar. Monkey has to be a little bit careful. The Dazzle gonna come in. We've got the Cyclone here very shortly, but Monkey might just be dead. Aphelios flashing in with the Crescendum Crescendum, the red-white. Let's fight Wukong here. But Syndra going to get the shutdown here onto Strega. Kingmaker looking to find Zabi. Not gonna have the ultimate cooldown left, but just going to crooked finger his way into a kill. Zabi though on 2+ items. This Kai'Sa is huge. Syndra almost getting towards her Storm Surge. Egg White starting the dragon. Forced to flash away. Okay. And Johnny just going to find the sweet spot on Waffle Hammer. And that is going to be the end of it. Unfortunately, Egg White's forced to flash out of that wall because he thought he could last a little bit longer. Strega now on the scene, though. The last dragon was stolen here by Strega. So we'll see. He is on vision though, so we'll have to see if we're able to get a steal. Looking to pull it out. We put the little white gun into the dragon pit. The dragon aggro is getting reset because it's pulled out a little bit too far away. Okay, nice route onto FPS, but Strega has to be a little bit careful. Okay, looks like Strega has been spotted in the pit. We have the teleport invested here by Waffle Hammer, but Johnny is here too. 1.5 item top laners. We'll see which one makes the most difference. Okay, unfortunately, there's a lot of damage going down. Waffle Hammer tanking a lot of damage, but there's not much damage coming out here from the sides of the Milkmen. The Milkmen are going to be down 4-0. A beautiful engage here by Sejuani and Yap. Want to be able to close the gap. Miles also putting in fantastic work with these Nautilus ultimates, able to separate the crew vitally. We're going to get a bot lane turret. Zavi 8-1-3, really performing out of his mind today. It looks like we are going to start putting pressure on that top lane turret, but the monkey has something he wants to say to Kai'Sa. Gonna get caught here by Miles with another beautiful Nautilus hook. We are looking to take this mid lane inner, and with it, we get so much pressure here for the side of Nebula. We also get a kill on the enemy jungler. Kai'Sa now almost at the 3+ item point. She is super scaled. Johnny now going for a Sundered Sky. Gold-wise, we are having a field day on Nebula. Things are going very well. All right. Sorry, I was just checking a notification on Discord, but here we are, Zavi working really close towards that Nashor's Tooth. Gonna give him that W evolve, which is gonna mean he's going to have that super reset poke. A Dazzle coming in from Egg Whites, but Miles gonna be able to clear the vision that they were contesting for. We take the Void Scuttle. Hook's going to miss by Miles, threw it in the middle of but nowhere, and Johnny going to take that ward money, because you all know we need that ward money. Okay, Egg White's going back in for that pink ward. What's his ward money? Okay, interesting. We went Dreammaker here on Taric. A little bit squishier here on the front line side. So we know there's a ward in this bush. Yap, not on vision yet. Oh, well now we're going to discover that he's there. Looks like we are starting the Baron Nashor here for the side of Nebula. We have a Kai'Sa and a Sejuani. It is really good Baron damage, but Strega is nearby. We need to be able to peel off of it. Strega is in steal range, but Monkey is going to steal it. The Cyclone comes in, knocks up 2 people, but not going to find much. He's going to get exploded. The Monkey see Monkey don't. The Kingmaker throwing the demonic ascent, but it's not going to be enough. Savvy diving into the backline, going to be able to just assassinate everybody. Kingmaker going to get murdered. And Yap and Savvy clean up the game. 10-1-7, 4-1-10. Almost perfect KDAs. Teleports coming in here from Johnny towards the bot lane. Make sure we get that top. Wait, but there's no mini wave. I think we could have. No, we couldn't have ended the game, but I think Johnny's hoping to get the inhibitor turret. Okay, we got a big wave with Baron buff pushed here into the top lane. Looks like we're going to be taking this top lane inner now that the middle inhibitor has been breached. There's only the top and bottom inhibitor turrets left before the game is considered over. We are fighting a 12,000 gold lead here for Nebula. Crazy. One of the biggest we've seen in the Fallen Sanctum cast history. Hopefully, game number 2 gonna look a little bit better. But Zavi smurfing on Godson and Egg Whites right now. This Kaisa gameplay has been unhinged.
You're all mine.
Alright, we now have the 3.5 item power spike on Kaisa. We are working towards a Zoner's Hourglass. And once we hit it, it's probably just going to be the end of the game. Death Cap almost coming in. Johnny working towards the Black Cleaver. We have Sejuani almost on 3 items. It's rare to see junglers with 3+ items. Miles here with 2 completed items. Holy jamoli. Monkey going to be clearing out some wards here. We have Ocean Soul Point here in 20 seconds. Striker going to be found by Johnny in the jungle, but I mean, Johnny's level 14. I think he can take both of them. There's still just 1 item on the Swain, so. But Johnny doesn't really have much sustain. Okay, Johnny now level 15, working towards that ultimate level 16. That level 3, that rank 3 ultimate going to be putting in a lot of work here for the side. Okay, Ocean Soul Point picked up here for Nebula. Now we are looking to probably just group bot, have Johnny push top in, and do a 4-1 push with this Baron. It's not a cannon wave, but Waffle Hammer's got to be a little bit careful. I'm surprised we didn't just stun him. Okay, Kingmaker taking Johnny in a trade. Okay, the Demonic Ascension has to come out. The World Ender is here. But now we got to dodge the sweet spots. If we don't dodge the sweet spots, we are going to be jovered. Okay, Johnny going to kill Kingmaker. Going to make him a Prince Maker at the end of the day. And we force the flash here from Waffle Hammer. Fortunately, not tanky enough to tank the super Omega Fed Kaisa, who's just playing back shots only. Here we go. Strega really understanding what it's like to be oppressed. As 2 sweet spots taking the 50%. Monkey is here. We have the backup. We have the Flail of the Northern Winds. That Cyclone not going to come out. But Egg Whites is here though. Have to be a little bit careful. We're doing a lot of damage to Johnny. But the Glacial Fissure, the Flail of the Northern Winds comes out. Gonna stun up Egg Whites, forcing them to admonish. We've got the Nom Nom shields. But Waffle Hammer in a little bit of trouble. We've got the Abyssal Dive. It is going to miss. And Johnny just going to murderize that frog into some froggy bacon. Or is it catfish, right? Okay, so some catfish sushi bacon. And everything's got to be made in the bacon. Okay, the 3rd inhibitor about to go down. We're about to spawn double super minions. Baron going to be up in a minute 25, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get there. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we might just have the decided result for game number 1 here in this fun scrim of Nebula versus the Milkman. Johnny going in, popping the World Ender, but gets dazzled under turrets. Just going to get annihilated. A nice Demonic Ascension gets a lot of damage out. Miles going to go down. Godson, double kill. But we've got bad guns, Are we able to save the Nexus turret? No, the first Nexus turret is gonna die. Unfortunately, we do not have any wave clear. And good defense here, though, for the side of Milkman. But they're fighting a 13,000+ gold deficit. That's really hard. Shadow Flame picked up by Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa ain't fucking with no one anymore. She just wants to kill. And now once we see Syndra get her reset, that should be def cap. Let's see here. Yeah, Syndra has about 1,700 gold. Def cap combined cost is about like 12 or 1,300. So you should be able to get that. Sejuani finishing the Kaenic Rookern and getting, the Zeeks. Gets the Zeeks now. Johnny working towards his last item. Doesn't even have finished boost, but it doesn't fucking matter at this point in the game. There's double super minions. Baron is spawning, and we're just going to do a lot of damage. So let's get her done. Last Whisper picked up here by Felios might mean something. He's able to get enough peel, but we're just going to be starting the Baron. And teleport here invested by Yap. He's going to be breaking our ears with all that yapping. See how fast AP Kai'Sa does, Baron? This shit's insane. We say AP, but just attack speed with the damage item. Okay, whatever. But at the end of the day, this Kai'Sa does so much damage to objectives. It's not even funny. The level 16, the tier 3, rank 3 world ender going to be happening. We've got a Baron up wave. We've got an inhibitor. There's one Nexus turret left. There's one fight to take. The never move going to miss. Kingmaker already at 50%. Gets hooked up. Going to get annihilated by Johnny. And Zabby not finding an opening to fight right now. But Yap going to find an assassination attempt here. Going to kill both going to kill both Godson and Strega. And that is a 5-for-1. Johnny gets caught a little bit in the team fight. Going to be taken down. But then it's going to be a game 1 win here for Nebula. Alright, let's hop right into game number 2. Sorry. A little rusty, voice is a little tired and stuff, so don't hate on me too much. I woke up literally 3 hours ago, so all right. We're getting ready for the draft link. What? Okay, so it looks like we have Nebula on blue. We have Nebula on blue. We have Milkman. I'm gonna get it right one day. We got Milkman on red side here for game number 2 of this scrim. The players are positioning themselves here for the lobby. Okay. He's asking for the draft link. Sorry if you can hear the clickety clack, you know. This is the first cast I'm doing without my meds. So hopefully the cast isn't too terrible for you guys. Oh. Did we sub in a player? Here? No. So the Kingmaker's the mid laner. Okay, so the players just aren't in position yet. Okay. Okay. Hopefully you guys are able to enjoy the stream, even though there's a little bit more ADHD-ness in the autism than there normally would be. Alright. There we go. Looking pretty as always. I've really got to work on making like new overlays and stuff, but we're gonna be able to get that done once. Yeah. I'll fill out this LBLCS thing afterwards. Hopefully we get a few more matches to cast this season. Would be nice. Got some nice Donkey Kong 64 music, you know. The only thing they can't take away from me is they can't copyright claim my Donkey Kong 64 music. They can copyright claim all the Pokemon tracks they want to copyright. They can copyright claim all the League of Legends music they want to copyright. They can copyright claim all the Linkin Park music they want to copyright. But they will never take away, my Donkey Kong 64 music. Fuck you. Let me update the scoreboard for the first of the 3 games. Hola! Hello, Gary. I don't know who you are in game. But if anyone plays badly, they get roasted. I roast everyone equally, so you know, like no one is shamed individualistically. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh, you're Strega. Okay. I was a little bit confused with the itemization early on, but hey, I'm an Alistar and Rakan support player. I don't really do much. Oh, you played well, Thinkar. I don't know what to say, man. You got some good ganks. You even stole some kills. XD. So, I don't know. I think you play well. Sejuani builds are always pretty autistic, let's just say that much. But hey, you know, like at the end of the day, if you get your team to win, you get your team to win. Nah, Zavi, you played super well. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Man's crazy. Man played like he was Guma UC, not Guma U shit. You know? I'm surprised Zavi even likes to playing TFT. Oh. My Autobot is good. My Autobot is good. It blocks shitty feedback. Rotating support in hunters. Rip. Okay, well, you know, hopefully we're gonna be able to see all that mechanical gloriness. You know, like that hourglass mechanics. Yeah, rip 80 carry man in 2024. Yeah, every 80 carry man just getting dogged on, baby. That's what's going on. Okay, so we are starting the draft here. Nebula here. Going to keep the Draven ban consistent in game number 1. Going to be banning Zach away from Monkey to Thinkar because it is not a Johnny champion. Okay, going to... Whoa! The bans are going so fast. Holy shit. We're banning Senna from Yabba-dabba-doo Egg Whites. Thinkar going to have his Evelyn taken away. Crazy. 2 million points. You should be put in jail, Thinkar. What the glory hole on a Sunday at church, man. That's crazy. We're gonna be taking away Johnny's Volibear's all the man plays in the top lane in ranked. Man goes roar roar, I'm a bear. Okay, looks like Nebula. Oh, Savvy gonna be pulling out the Aphelios. Gonna be like, hold my beer, bro. I'ma show you how to Aphelios carry 200 years of experience. All right, the last man here from the side of Nebula is going to be Strega's Xin Zhao. Interesting. All right, let's see what Milkbag are going to fire back with. Looks like we're getting crazy with Arcane Jinx. The Sanctum is not out yet, so we cannot see that like $30 million skin. But for whoever does buy it, we will call you a faker simp because you will have spent the same amount of money. Okay, the Hackerim coming out from Strega. All right, we got some hype. Yo, it's like we're playing Fearless at this point. Man, to go from action-packed Donkey Kong to Gangplank Galleon, you know, it's like the vibe just really, wow. The autism is really just showing. Okay, whoa, Thinkar on Ivern. Okay, yo, what is this? What is this? Are we seeing like a Tristana mid? No, we're seeing a Thresh. Okay, hey, yo, is that Zavi Fizz's Fresh? Is he playing on 2 accounts at the same time? This madman gonna be smurfing on 2 accounts at the same time. Unreal gaming. Dude has like 4 hands, just gonna be like clickety clacking everywhere. Okay, Felio's Fresh is solid bot lane. Okay, we got Jinx Brom. Okay, that's not bad at the end of the day. Gonna be helpful versus the Aphelios. But we'll be able to see, we'll have to see if Zavi Fizz can smurf his way out of game number 2. The ban's coming in through. Johnny taking a lot of heat. His Aatrox was pretty damn good. And now we're banning the Silas here away from Yap. There you go. I want to say Yeet, but it's Yap. Okay, we're gonna be taking away Wafflehimmer's Tom Kench and Kingmaker's Yon. So let's see what Milkbag have in the bag for game number 2. Okay, we've got the weak side king, the Horn of the Orn Porn. Let's get those Rule 34s in the chat, boys. All right, but for real, Johnny doesn't play weak side. He plays strong side. So we might just see a Mundo. Mundo is pretty strong here into Orn. Oh, good. Fiora hover. Okay, what is this, yo? This is some next level shit. I've never seen Johnny play the champion. And we're just going to lock it in. Okay. Johnny be like, yo, hold my beer, bro. I'm going to show you who knows how to play Fiora here. Poor Wafflehimmer. But Wafflehimmer had the better of Johnny in the early game, especially in the 1v1s. We'll have to see if Johnny's able to clean up his early game, you know, put a bit of that broom action. Okay, we've got a Vigar here for Kingmaker. A Vigar. Okay, solid, interesting team fight here from the side of Nebula. A bit of front to back, a bit of split pushing, a bit of water team fight, a bit of objective control. You know, it's like a mishmash. It's like going to like a Haitian food court and just not understanding what the hell they're serving. Okay, Kingmaker is just gonna be like slamming down the Syndra Gauntlet and be like, hey, I'm gonna show you how to play Syndra. And that is our draft here for game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to head into the championship. Like, we have about 5 to 6 minutes before we get into the game. So, if you gotta get a snack, a drink, a piss, or take a shit, well, if you can take a fast shit, then maybe. But like, yo, mashallah, if you know, you know. Anyways, let's hide the draft. Let's get into the champion select, and let's fucking go! Okay, so we do have a mid lane change here from the side of Milkman. We have Feng Lu Shishu. I'm just gonna call him Fang, okay? No offense. If your name is longer than just Fang, I can't pronounce it on the broadcast. I'm like halfway through a double bottle of good stuff, and I can't really pronounce too many words like too well. You don't want to see how many bottles of water I have here. But hey, okay. So let's I'm gonna mute up the mic real quick. I'm going to get a new bottle of Wawa, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the game. Hopefully you guys like game 1. We've got game 2. We've got strong side here Johnny on Fiora, Monkey D. Finkar on Ivern. We've got Yap FES on Viger. We've got Aphelios here for Zabby Fizz, Thresh for Miles QC. And then we've got Wafflehimmer on Ornn, Strega on Hecarim, Fang on Syndra. We've got Godson on Jinx. And we got Egg Whites 101 on Braum. We'll see you guys in the game. Okay. We got Pulsefire Fiora, Vanilla Ivern, Friday Night Viger, EDG Aphelios, Janitor Thresh, Crime City Braum, Stars, Guardian Jinx, Star Guardian, Citra, Arcane Hecarim, and Vanilla Ornn! Double Grass! Airy versus Phase Rush, Airy versus First Strike, Lethal Tempo versus Press the Attack, and Guardian versus Aftershock in this game, number 2! Hopefully I'll be able to calm down the level of autism. I did just take my meds. So hopefully things go a little better here for game number 2. Apologies if anyone felt obstructed or offended during the first cast. I am pretty autistic, you know, like super autistic, but hey. Anyways, let me put my snackadoo-badoo-manoo away. And let me move my fat ass face away from the item screen. Okay, here we go. Looks like we got a defensive start here. We got quadruple teleport, double grasp. Okay, looks like we're doing a bot side 5v5. Kingmaker is the support. And Kingmaker gonna be taken down here. Okay. Looks like Egg Whites 101 was the substitute for game number 1. Okay, the fight's coming out. Miles QC gonna take a lot of damage, and Jinx is getting resets. Things are going bad here in game number 2. Triple kill here for Jinx. Okay, things went from bad to worse. A really good start, horrifying end to that start. Okay, so we have Kingmaker 13 here. We use the Jinx Flash, we use Thresh Flash, Yap Flash, Monkey Flash, Hecarim Ghost. Okay. I mean, we got a pink word here for Ornn. But bot lane is starting. It's Boots versus an additional Longsword double dagger. But it's Boots on both the AD carry and support. Okay. Fortunately, Kingmaker did not get a single assist. Feels bad, man. Okay, but we'll have to see. That was some Taliban gaming indeed. Okay. Okay, Johnny is going to look to play the game of the Vitals, where he's going to lunge at a Vital, get a Grass Straw, normally on that Vital. Okay, Waffle taking a really bad trade early here with Fiora. Fiora hitting the level 2. Waffle now forced to use all his consumables as to chug all his little potions and stuff. Has to be a little bit careful. Pleasant play into the Fiora. Adore going to hit Miles on the way out. Barrier also invested here by Zabby. But Barrier, pretty low cooldown, unlike Flash. So, ooh, Johnny gonna be missing out a few PCSs. And, unfortunately, Johnny just going to take more turret shots than he should have. Took a turret shot, queued in to take another turret shot, didn't have the killing blow. The Death Sentence here, going to land on Kingmaker, going to force the Aftershock here on Thresh. Monkey D think are going to throw the, okay, the Kingmaker here going to have a beautiful peel. Force the flash away from the incoming Death Sentence, but that is all the summoners use. Bot lane. Strega is level 4 though to the level 3 of Finkar, but Finkar is Ivern and can just click a camp and do it for free. Doesn't have to invest time in actually doing his camps. Here we have a little bit of a lead for Syndra in the mid lane. Yap going to have a little bit of trouble against Feng. Feng Ling Hushu. I'm just going to say Feng. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say Feng. I tried saying it, it did not sound good in my mouth. Wow, that's kind of sus. But, okay, here now, Wafflehammer with the Bramble is going to hurt Fiora a lot more than intended because every time Fiora lunges, she's going to take anti-heal damage. So the healing that she would normally get from the Vital proc is just going to be negated by... A gigantic wave here for Johnny. Has to try and farm it as best as he can. Okay, nice Death Sentence onto the minion, making sure Aphelios gets his minion game on. Okay, Fang does have flash, might have to look to use it. Okay, we've got the Root Collar going to Albuquerque, and unfortunately not going to find anything. Monkey going to force the flash with an auto attack. You are looking for a trade, but Johnny in a bit of trouble. Gonna get brittle smacked, and just gonna get killed. Just gonna get killed. Johnny's Fiora? Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. Some really bad early gaming from Johnny. Ornn going to have the time of his life. Is so far ahead now. Let's toggle the gold value in game. Yeah, this Ornn is up almost 1,000 gold, which means he gets to do whatever he wants to do. An early Thornmail against Fiora is a death sentence, by the way. Like, you do not get to play the game. And he might just opt to get a Sunfire game. So Fiora naturally isn't healing, taking a lot of magic damage, going to just start burning down. Fiora really needs access to that like Ravenous Triforce before she can do anything. And then goes like Thunder Sky, if not later the Ruined King. But I have to see. We've got purple blue here on Zabby. Zabby doesn't really want to fight on purple blue. The lantern gonna be thrown, but Strega is here. The horse goes, nay, motherfucker. And Miles gonna get run down like he owes the IRS some tax money. Zabby though has blue-white, which means he's gonna be able to disengage the fight pretty well. But unfortunately, that is another kill. That is a kill to the Hecarim, and another kill to this Jinx. Toggle gold value once again. We've got $1,500 reduce here in the pockets for the Jinx, getting a BF sword, a big fucking sword. For those who want to know what BF stands for, it's big fucking, not best friend. You do not make friends in League of Legends, you make hospital patients. Johnny going to take about 20% HP. Ornn has access to healing with the D shield. And yeah. So far, Ornn gonna look towards, Striker going to be dodging a few things, just going to be walking away here. Surprising that no one is farming that well here in the jungle. Striker is looking to get towards his level 6, but I think they are looking to maybe start doing the grubs. Johnny's got to be a little bit careful. He does have teammates nearby, but is Abby being isolated? Okay, is Abby going to miss the Moonlight Vigil? Waffle here looking to not lose his vitals to Johnny, because that is the only way he starts to lose trades. Do note that the brittle Q for Ornn is a okay. Waffle playing that trade really badly, just going to die for it. I'd want to get Ambessa ultimated if I played that fight horribly too. Here, Fang going to be putting some pressure on the Viger, but yeah, I'm going to laugh and going to press the Q button. We've got Kingmaker, but he's at like 20% HP. Have to be a little bit careful. A good death sentence, even with the Braum shield, going to be the death of Kingmaker. I think they just really want to push this wave in because we have Yuntals. Only 2,200 gold here on Zabby. Unfortunately, he's not super snowballed up. 1,100 gold down from all the kill money that the Jinx already has. Okay, working towards also the Yuntal fire arrows. Looks like we are starting the dragons. The dragon here for Strega. And the side of the Milky Men. I'm going to make sure we take at least an extra plate. Now we have another 1,300 gold. Jinx gonna look to opt in to get a reset, get the Yuntal, probably finish the boots. And then we'll see what else Jinx wants to do. Fang putting in a lot of pressure in this mid lane. Viger known to have a little bit of a weak early game, but already down about 700 gold. And this matchup can be a little rough. Johnny doing a good job actually making back all the money. Was down a shit ton on Ornn, but that kill really did help the comeback potential here. Okay, Fang gonna land a nice little combo here on Yap, but I mean with the Catalyst of Aeons, Yap is just looking to farm up, get stacks, scale into the mid to late game. Strega here, going to look for a play on Zabby. We're gonna get the onslaught of shadows onto Zabby, but Monkey gonna be here as reinforcements. Okay, Waffle here in a little bit of trouble. We've got Strega. The Super Mega Death Rocket going to be enough, but Daisy going to kill the Jinx, and Kingmaker not going to be able to find Zabby, starting the Smurf Roulette on the 200 years of experience. Alright, we're going to be able to get some turret plates here, courtesy of Daisy tanking and the fact that we got first grub, but we don't really have good guns here for turret taking. We're gonna be able to get 2 plates though. That is going to be another solo kill here for Gianni. He does have Demolish, but has to be a little bit careful. We're Redemption and Dark Shield picked up here for Ivern. Zavi in a little bit of trouble, going to have to, well, going to be able to walk away and greet it a little bit for some CS. The Jinx came back with a full item. Jinx going to be able to put the hurt on this turret. 5-1 and 2, but Zavi putting in the work as well. Still down a little bit of gold, but Zavi is putting in a lot of work. Only about 800 gold separates the 280 carries now, but they are on the same item point at this point. Though Yap is the one who's a little bit behind. Kingmaker going to find the Viger, forcing the flash here. The redemption going to be invested. That is a big cooldown for the Ivern here. We're going to get the Void Scuttle, but Ivern gonna get stunned up, force the flash away. So Monkey D think are probably going to be losing access. Oh no, okay, looks like we are not trying to fight for grubs. We do have Daisy. But Ivern is going to find Ornn, decides to opt out of it. And Kingmaker going to take the kill here. Now Johnny looking to fight Waffle Hammer. We've got the Root Collar. The Searing Charge going to be into a wall. And unfortunately Johnny going to assassinate this Ornn, who had a great start, but then fumbled the play and gave up the lead. Triforce already finished here for Johnny. Things are only going to get worse for the Ornn. And it looks like 6 Grub priority may be given up here to the side of Nebula. Milkmen are up about 500 gold though with the Jinx money. We do have to be careful. Okay, Johnny gonna be taken pretty low. The shutdown gonna be landing. Miles gonna also be taking a lot of damage. We do manage to get the 4th grub. We don't have Smite on Ivern just yet. We're gonna have it soon though. Super Mega Death Rocket gonna go wide. But there's a potential grub steal here. Okay, that's 5 grubs to 0 right now. Yeah, and it's gonna be 6 grubs to 0 here. A really nice team fight here for the side of Nebula. Sorry, I'm just trying to make the pills kick in a little faster, you know, getting those little stretches so the autism can just be put down and I can I can speak like a normal human being with cohesion and great sentences. Okay, Zavi and Godson going to be trading turret plates, and about even in CS here. Yeah, still about 700 gold down just due to the kill difference, but working towards more than likely an Infinity Edge here for the Jinx. And I'm interested in seeing what Zavi is going to be picking up second. Maybe going towards Collector. It might be Collector for Jinx here second too. But yeah, FBS does not have Flash. It's going to be stuck. The execution going to come down. And Strega going to take a kill here onto the Viger. The ultimate not invested for bonus stacks. But it looks like Strega going to get first rotation here onto Zavi, unfortunately, gonna be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Gonna be looking a gift horse in the mouth, and the gift horse gonna be like, "Hey, baby, how deep you want it tonight?" And then Zavi like, "Oh no!" And then it's just good over. Okay, Johnny gonna get knocked up here. Okay, Waffle Hammer starting to do a little bit of damage. Got to be careful though. Godson gonna be able to take the first turret bounty, snowballing the money. Now up about 1,600 gold. Strega and Kingmaker are here. And Johnny going to lose the 1v1. Okay. Monkey D think are going to live by the skin of his teeth. The Syndra teleport going to be invested here. We have almost 2 items on the Syndra. We finally have the Rod of Ages here for the Viger, which is great. Johnny losing that 1v1 though. Gonna lose him quite a bit of pressure. Does have the teleport. Chooses to invest it. Still up about 500 gold, but this gives a lot of leeway money back to this Ornn. We'll probably be able to buy his first item and get back on the money train. Okay, Yap going to get comboed here by FPS going to get comboed by Fang here for about half his life, even with the Rod of Ages and the Doran's Ring. Still a little bit squishy. Waffle does need a little bit of help from his team. Get a good reset in. Let's have the teleport. We have the Hollow Radiance here, ironically. Okay, going to be able to clear the wave, take a recall because he has no mana left. But it looks like Rift Herald access is going to be given over to Nebula here. Looks like Strega is probably looking to contest, but it looks like instead we just want to get on Zabi. Force the flash. This is why I don't like Eclipse on Hacker. That's why I hate Eclipse as an item. It is so bad, bro. There's no HP, no nothing, man. Like, you are so squishy. And Zabi shows exactly what happens when you look at Gift Horse in the mouth and you forget to bring any carrots. Though Fang going to get a nice kill here onto Miles. Miles having a little bit more of a rough game this time around. Waffle, though, with his Sunfire plus Bramble Vest, going to be able to put in some work here against Johnny. Okay, the Grand Challenge going to be activated here by Johnny. We're going to flash away. If we flash in the opposite direction, we could have killed the Ornn due to the vital placement, but fortunately, I do not know if Johnny is a super experienced Fiora player. It does not look like he plays the champion a lot. He is now in a little bit of trouble. No Grand Challenge. Going to have his parry. Going to parry of the Braum. But, Super Mega... Oh! Kingmaker gonna be like, give me that money! Yeah! Slams the door to the ground and says, nah, I'm Jewish, la la. Alright, we are forced to use the teleport here from Yap to make sure the turret is okay, but Yap doesn't really have some good clearing possibilities. 2 items spiked though for Ivern. We've got the Rift Herald in the middle lane. Can someone drive this car properly? Waffle gotta get Miles driving. Whoa! No drunk driving test. We get but Zabi gonna get turned into a plaything here. Okay, Death Sentence is going to be available for Miles. We're going to miss it just righteously, but able to defend the turret from the Herald push here from the side of Nebula. Sorry, I'm very used to casting Blossom, Plume, Rivals, so apologies if the red buff takes turret aggro, so Godson gonna be taking a turret shot. Yeah, this Viger does not have any damage on this Ornn. Chipping him a little bit with the Qs, but Fang now has Shadow Flame plus Luden's gun. That American magic, when you are out of mana, just use bullets. It works better. Okay. We've got the Runettes Hurricane here for Zabi. Johnny in a little bit of trouble, going to get horse jumped. And Fang's just gonna be like, yo, Wafam G, bro, you dead, bro. Okay. Keep in mind though, if you are entering the baby cage while unstoppable, you are delaying the stun, not ignoring it. So you are unstoppable for the time that you are in the stun. Zabi going to be thrown into the gulag. Going to be going to play Call of Duty right now. Needs his teammates to save him. But instead, he's sent to the Shadow Realm. Man must have been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And Waffle going to be fighting Daisy. But Daisy's like, I don't want this smoke. I just want to go to the jungle. Though that is going to be mid-outer given up due to Zabi and Miles taking a bit of an L in game number 2. That level 1 invade went so poorly for the side of Nebula that I think we gotta remove it from the books. You know, at this point, just do standard 5-point, put a ward, and play safe, because giving a Jinx so much extra money, she is so snowballed ahead. Has another 2,000 gold. It's about 2,500 gold ahead of Xavi. And not that Xavi is playing badly, but he just doesn't have the money to carry. Okay, a third dragon here over to the side of Strega. Not the biggest fan of this Ivern. Monkey had so much more playability or playmaking adjacency when he was on Sejuani. I mean, it was still open too, so I really don't see why we went for the Ivern pick. You have a melee top. Okay, Johnny going to be able to get a turret here. Okay, Johnny just going the turbo split pushing route. Doesn't care. They know they're not going to win in front of the back team fights, so Johnny's going to have to put all the heavy work. Okay, Kingmaker going to eat a death sentence, but almost has a nice vow. And the locket, yeah, I'm going to be able to get a turret here. Godson, though, almost on 3 items. Going to be a little bit rough here for the side. Going to be a little bit rough here for the side of English. I do it. Sometimes I just have a brain fart and it's so massive that, like, you know, I just forget who I am and where I am. It's funny when you hit the portal that has the little bag of money or whatever. It's like the money spills out as the portal is jumping. It's like, ow, my money! Ow, my money! It's like, honestly, really fucking cute. But hey, you know, mashallah, it is what it is. Okay, right now we are setting up. Okay, yeah, I'm going to get caught out here. And Fang just going to terminate. Strega going to terminate Yap FPS's life. I feel like we need some champions with a little bit more agency here from the side of Nebula here for game number 3 for the final game. Because right now, things just started working. We've got an early Baron start here for the side of the Milkman. Fiora doing her best to take turrets. Is going to get the turret. Is winning the 1v1 right now. The Grand Challenge comes out. We've got the Brittle. And that is going to be the Baron. Jinx gets excited because she sees objectives. Miles going to force the Onslaught of Shadows. Zappy's going to die. And yeah, that's probably... Is that just the end of the game? I mean, there's 30-second death timers. We have a Baron up wave. I mean, no, it's not. Johnny does live with his life, forced to flash away from the Ornn. I guess the Ornn at this point of the game just wins. But there's no Blade of the Ruined King on there's no Bork on the Fiora, so her ability to fight, to chew through a tank that has 2.5 defensive items is pretty bad. Yeah, the Hull Breaker is really just there to take the turrets. It's not really there to win trades. Guys, remember, the more you hit the Ornn with the Bramble Blast, just the more you hurt yourself. So at the end of the day, you really don't want to be auto-attacking them as much as you can. You want to be cycling as many spells as you can. Strega going to be able to get away with his life. Kingmaker here going to be taking up a lot of damage at the end, as Zavi is going to murderize him. Okay. Okay, Johnny in a little bit of trouble, going to invoke the power of the Grand Challenge, but Fang here to protect his top laner. Yeah, it is going to be Hurricane picked up with Last Whisper for Jinx. We've got Knight's Vow now picked up here on Kingmaker. And yeah, things are going from bad to worse for Nebula. They're facing about a 7.2k gold lead, 7.2k gold deficit. Fang going to recall so soon after taking us back. Does have the def cap here. We have the Black Cleaver on Hacker. I'm now working towards, I think, a Locket of the Iron Solari at this point. I think that's a Locket. It's a Locket or a Zeke's at this point, because they both build out of that. We now have the making of a Randuin's here for Ornn. And the upgraded Infinity Edge is insane. We are almost 100% crit here. Going to be a Chem Soul here in 30 seconds. Because I don't think that Iron and crew can really challenge it. Yeah, in a little bit of trouble. Does have access to teleports. But it's just unfortunately going to bite the dust, and Godson going to take yet another kill. His Jinx really performing well after being given so much money. Okay, the grand challenge is available. Are we going to proc it? Okay, Johnny doing his best. Okay, but Zavi going to come in to help Wafflehammer. But Thinkar in a little bit of trouble. We've got the cleanse here from Jinx, but the Zap is going to be enough. Okay, and yeah, Ivern just going to get melted at this point. Waffle is just buying time. Zavi going to do what he can, but yeah, that's probably just the end of the game. Chemtexol has been taken. We have a big wave, and we have a Jinx that's getting excited. So we'll have to see if we're able to pull the distance, because right now, Godson destroyed an inhibitor. Yeah, going to be taken down to like 30%. But Godson here going to be pulling the trigger, really just going to town and getting kill after kill after kill after kill after kill after la boom boom la boom boom la boom boom. And once the next wave comes in, yeah, that's 40-second death timers. I don't think we can save it. This game looks to be very Jover. And game number 2 going over to the Milkmen. The draft here. The draft game here for Nebula was pretty weak. They didn't draft consistent figures. Can we just end the game, guys? Come on. Can we just end the game? Okay. Looks like we are ending the game with the last auto attack. Godson going to take the Nexus kill here. We are going to game number 3 in the scrim. 1-1. Alright. Which AD carry will Smurfopolis more? Will it be Zavi Fizz, or will it be Godson? Because so far we saw one game of Zavi Fizz playing super well, and one game of Zavi Fizz playing badly. And when Zavi Fizz, unfortunately, is down 2,000 gold in the early game, not much he can do about that at that point. The Jinx was just given essentially a free starting item, and there were so many kills piled onto this Jinx, and there was just no peel for the Aphelios. And, yeah. Not the biggest fan of the Ivern, Fiora, Viger combo, and you drafted Aphelios, and you don't draft a team fighting team? Like, scratches my head. Like, we could have put Johnny. We could have put Johnny on a tank. We could have put or like Johnny and Thinkar on things that help engage and stuff, so we can take team fights. There was no one to get on this Jinx in team fights, and so we were just murderizing Nebula's buttholes with a lot of butter, putting that poutine sauce on there, you know, like drizzling, like wee. And yeah, I'd like to see an adaptation in game number 3, because I feel like we really didn't show what Nebula can do here. But fantastic showing from the Milkman. They had the Hecarim plus Syndra synergy, and the fact that they just funneled all the money onto the Jinx. Really good stuff. Good team play adaptation, great macro. Lost Grubs and Rift Herald, but at the end of the day, they just had damage. And yeah. It was what it was. Alright. Oh, wait. Wait, it's game number 3, guys. What am I doing? What am I doing? Holy shit, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting I have to do this. Alright, get the emotes out in the chat if you haven't. It's Silver Scrim's time, baby! 5 minutes of Silver Scrims, 5 to 10 minutes of Silver Scrims. Let's get it going. Get the liar or the fire emoji. Alright, give me a second. Gotta get my phone. Gotta get the light thing going. Fire emojis if you got them. Spam that shit, boys. Alright, we got the draft here starting on the side of Milkman. We're going to ban Zingar's Zach. I'm going to be doing the draft in, the same style. Alright, we're going to be banning Godson's Draven away. Going to be banning Finkar's Evelyn once again. The bans staying consistent here in game, the penultimate game number 3. We're going to be taking away Strega's Zinzao, Johnny's Volibear. Don't want to see that shit. I want to see something better than Fiora because goddamn, that was some bad gameplay. I know my boy Johnny can do better. Okay, gonna be banning Jinx away from Godson, giving him his Aphelios. Will we just pick up the Kaisa Nautilus here? We'll have to see. Can Zabi smurf it out? We've got an Ash Hover. Ooh, this looks interesting. Okay, we've got the Ash picked up. We've got Braum. Okay, so we got the Freljordian bot lane here on the side of Nebula. Will we be able to execute? Miles had a little bit of a rough game on that Thresh in game number 2. We need to see him make a comeback. Okay, we've got Aphelios, Melio, Dora the Explorer, and her quiet older brother. Things are gonna get rough. My arm is so tired, but I'm doing this for the bit. Okay, let me type it in the Discord real quick. I was gonna type Silver Scrapes. There we go. Alright. Picking up Nocturne here for Strega in the last game of the Scrim. Okay, the Amumu here picked up for Monkey D. Thinkar. I swear to God, if I see Leandries on Amumu, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I do not want to see the Batan build. Okay, we've got the Yo taken away from Fang. I believe Fang is the mid laner here. Okay, Johnny's Aatrox going to be banned again. Again, we're banning, looking to ban Fang's Orianna. Okay, we're banning Yap's Silas. What are we blind picking here for the side of Nebula? Are we blind picking Yap or are we blind picking Johnny? If you got a fire emoji or a lighter emoji, do it in the chat, boys. It's Silver Scrapes time. Okay, looks like we're putting Yap back on comfort. That Viger did not look like a comfort pick. Okay, the thing is, does Fang have an answer? Whew. Man, my arm hurts. But only like 5 more minutes of this, guys. If you're doing it at home, salute you. Big respects. Alright, we got the Aurora locked in here for Fang. Could be a flex, but the Aurora changes made her more of a mid lane mage. I don't know how she handles the Central matchup though. We'll have to see. Does Johnny play an anti-range top though? Malphite, the Shard of the Monolith, going to be locked in. What is Johnny going to counterpick against the big boy Malphite? We've got a big ass team fight. Wombo combo com drafted from the Milkman. Will Godson smurf Zavi or will Zavi smurf Godson? That is the real question, ladies and gentlemen. This game has come down to the execution of their AD carries. Let's get some hype. Let's get it. Johnny's thinking about Yorick Mori. Some hype gameplay. We're gonna be starting up an OnlyFans. The Maiden, the tier 3 subscribers, the Hollow Mist, the Baby Cage. That's what it's all about. Beating the shit out of people with a shovel. My boy Johnny pulling out the Yorick in the penultimate game number 3. All right. Whew. A little bit longer, guys. Keep it up as we get into the champion select. All right, one more time. We do it one more time. Another 2 minutes of Silver Scrapes, and then it's over. But hey, this is a good workout. If you're ever wondering how to get your arms in shape, yo, just put on Silver Scrapes and do this like continuous motion. And trust, yo man, you can feel the burn. Even if you're not like holding a cell phone, like hold a lighter or something, or like a book. Whew. And yeah man, this is, whew, man, I can feel the gains. I can feel the gains, baby. You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Oh. Normally this would be my mic off time, but I just gotta get the reps in. Now the last rep on the right arm. Here we go. The finale's coming up. We've got an interesting Wombo Combo teamfight draft versus a 4-1 split push dive comp from the side of Nebula. Who will come out on top? Will Zavi out-smurf Godson or will Godson out-smurf Zavi? It's been a battle in the 80 carries. Things are wild. Make sure you get your popcorn, you have your drinks, because this game's going nowhere. We're at game number 3, the final game of this beautiful scrim between Milkman and DH Nebula. And the energy is in the room. I can feel it. I know it's just me, but hey, Gotta do it for the show. Okay. My arm is dead. Holy shit. Whew. Alright. Up. Zoinks. Thank you to whoever joined us in the Silver Scrapes celebration. Something we normally have to do for every game 3. Champ select. I can feel the gains, man. I can feel the gains. Man, it's like I just went to the gym. My name's probably the 7th Seeker. Alright. Alright, let me update these scoreboards so that the people new to the chat will know that we are in the final game. There you go. Alright. Man, that took a lot out of me, man. It's a big workout for my arms. That's a lot of, whoo. All right, here we go. We get into the loading screen. It's time to do skin roulette. Rub your hands together if you want to clap and make you know this monkey rap. Oh, okay, we got Darkstar, Malphite, Hunting Doctor, Battle Bunny, Aurora, EDGF, Helios, Vanilla, Emilio, Vanilla, Yorick, Pumpkin Prince, Amumu, Snow Day, Cinder, Project Ash, and Vanilla Braum. Okay, whew. Record time. Hell yeah, let's go. It is getting a little cold here in my apartment. I'm probably gonna have a jacket next time I do a cast. Just again, we've got double comment here from the side of Milkman versus Conk. For strike, we got PTA versus Conqueror. We've got Summon Airy versus Guardian and double Conqueror here in the jungle. Excited to see what build Monkey D. Thinkar is gonna go. I really do think we need to see a full tank build from this Mumu. We can't afford to see. There's already a shit ton of magic damage here from the side of Nebula, and if we see an AP Amumu, I think the game is just lost. We really need a front line. Like, Thinkar cannot be squishy because we're engaging into Aphelios and Aurora, Nocturne, Malphite. There's a lot of peel already, and it looks like we are going to stick with standard 5-point on both sides. The teams have learned from the game 2 mistake that a turbo snowball, not a good thing. Okay, Yap going to get $10 for himself. Good thing. They did nerf the range for strike, so that way if you do get $10 when you proc it, but if you do not do that much damage, you will not get the extra $1. Okay, Mana Flow Band stack here from Waffle Hammer might take an early recall. Yeah, going to take an early recall here.
Minions have spawned.
Johnny did start Turbo Shovel. So we've got a Mountain Drake first. Okay, very interesting. So that means we will not have a Mountain Soul in this game number 3. Okay. Miles and Zavi getting the early advantage in the early bush. Let's see if we can maybe force a summoner out from either Kingmaker or Godson. Nope. Looks like we are going to draw early aggro, prog the Guardian onto Miles, get the door onto Godson, but just trying to isolate them a little bit. Have to be a little bit careful. I mean, Zavi is more of a champion than Aphelios is at level 1 on the Ash, but Waffle did start Q on Malphite though, so it is going to hurt his ability to clear. We are just going to look to poke the Yorick down. The Hollow Mist going to be thrown onto the Malphite. Okay, some good trade here by Godson onto the onto Miles. You have to be careful. I have a lot of sustain here from the side of Godson and Kingmaker, and there isn't really any healing here.
It's good to see you.
Hollow Mist going to land on Wafflehammer once again, but those ghouls will be able to constantly be breaking the shield because the Hollow Mist does magic damage and the ghouls do flat physical damage. Do scale with lethality. Okay. Okay, Johnny going to take a bad trade here, but we're going to throw the baby cage. Unfortunately though, for Wafflehammer, we do not really have much mana left in the tank. Level 4 hit here early for Waffle. We did not start Doran's Ring, and we started Malphite Q with Arcane Comment, so it's going to be a little bit interesting. Probably took it for the ability to have the HP regen in between the trades, but now we're pretty much going to be just a vanilla Malphite. No access. Okay, now we truly don't have... Okay, gonna miss all that CS under the turret. The baby cage gonna be thrown down. But there's a huge wave here on Johnny, and Johnny gonna be taking a lot of damage. Unfortunately, both top laners a little low on mana. I'll have to see if we get... Well, the mana issue's not gonna get any better here for the Malphite. Let's look at the money. Johnny going to have a nice little CS lead against the Malphite, but we did so in game number 1, and Tom Kench was able to catch back up. So we'll have to see if Johnny is able to keep the proximity to the CS here in game number 2. Okay. Okay, Miles going to take a pretty bad trade. The cozy campfire here from Ophelio is going to put in a lot of work. And we're just going to have a Mumu continuous camps. Nocturne and Mumu probably just looking to power farm. Going to maybe take a tussle here at the first grubs. Oh! And the outplay here by Godson. The flash to dodge the door. Inferno mega kick here by the Melio. Really helping out. Unfortunately, Ash gonna be a little bit down. Down already 600 gold. And yeah, not having a very fun time against this Aurora. Both mid laners not having used their teleports. Are we going to be going AP Malphite? I hope not. I hope we're just going something like Frozen Heart or something, but Frozen Heart against York is pretty bad. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like there's any AP investment. Okay, Fang going to YOLO suicide under turrets, get mucker truckered by Braum. Miles taking the kill here, going to hurt Syndra a little bit more than it had to. Syndra really wanted that money. Let's see if that money is impactful. No, okay, Lost Chapter is available to be had here with the recall. Teleport invested by Aurora does have her Lost Chapter. We almost have a collector here on the side for Zavi. Sorry, not Zavi. Godson, my bad. We're going to be trading first rotation of grubs here for... Yeah, we're going to be trading first rotation of grubs here for access to the first dragon. It is a mountain dragon, which is really going to help Malphite and Aurora out in these trades. Johnny really wants to get that played, though. Johnny Force? Okay, okay, the Malphite does have his ultimate, though. So, yeah, Johnny here, unfortunately, going to die. Used his flash. And both top laners had not invested their teleport, though. Johnny going to be up about like 500 gold because of that plate. And The good early CS. Paranoia invested here early by by Strega. Miles forced to flash away. We do not have the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. The Super Mega Fire Kick gotta come out. No ultimates here available in the bot lane so far. But yeah, it's boosts the damage items. Johnny gonna be investing. Okay, we did not. Did we not? I don't think we had the mana here for Melio's ultimate. The cleanse. I think the cleansing light or something. So unfortunately, we're not able to save Godson here. Giving the kill over to Ash. Want to fix the gold lead a little bit, but we are very close to a collector already on Aphelios. Syndra slightly winning the trades here against Aurora. I'm not too sure how the Aurora Syndra matchup's supposed to go. Not really a mid lane expert, more of like a support expert. But Johnny looking to take a second plate here. Probably gonna be able to get one. Has to be careful though, because he threw the Hollowed Mist. He will take turret aggro if he has something like Scorch in his secondary runes. But that is a big wave. Johnny does have to be careful though. Throws down the baby cage, gets a nice Q trade onto Wafflehammer. But Strega is in the vicinity. Yorick is not a very gankable champion unless you have a lot of upfront damage. Because if you tend to miss out on damage with the Maiden and his Q, he will just like naturally full heal back and does an insane amount of damage himself. Let's look at the gold charts here. Looks like we have the Hextech alternator available here for Syndra, getting a pink ward refillable, and Aurora gonna push the wave in. Look to take a reset as well. Ash almost got her. I believe this is a static shift, but we've got Collector here for Aphelios. So a little bit of better gold agency in terms of item value here, but Monkey the Finkar is here in the top lane. We are going the full tank build. I really like it a lot more than AP Amumu when you have Malphite Aurora as your okay, we do have the Unstoppable Force. We are flashing away, going to flash away from the bandage toss. Okay. Monkey did not have the ultimate. Yeah, but Miles and Finkar looking to maybe set up the possibility of a dive. We're going to stun up this Nocturne. Strega forced to tether the roots, losing his flash. Malphite forced to TP back in. Another plate here going to Johnny, I believe. We'll see once we see the topside access. If we can see, yeah, okay, so 3 plates over to the side of Johnny here in the early game. Godson has to be a little bit careful with the blue gun. Okay, the Moonlight Vigil here invested. Not invested, sorry. But we did invest the Breath of Light plus the Aphelios Cleanse Melio heal because we took turret aggro. Melia should have probably started by taking the turret, the aggro. Just like the first 2 shots so that we could dive the Ash. And now the Braum is here. The Glacial Fissure is available. We have the exhaust, but it looks like we're just going to back away here. Looking to see if Zavi stays a little bit greedy. 6 scrubs though over to the side of Nebula here for game number 3. Zavi going to get smote away. We still have the Moonlight Vigil. We really just want to get. And that's just gonna be a double kill over to Godson, not having to invest Moonlight Vigil. We're able to push the wave in, do a lot of damage. Second dragon has spawned soon. The Crescendum does work better if we attack closer to the turret. Okay, Wafflehammer going to get baby caged away. We do have the Unstoppable Force, but now the Triforce here invested by Johnny is going to put in a lot of work. We get the flash bonk on the head. You will remember Yorick Mori. And unfortunately, this Malphite matchup not going too well. Okay, it is a Malignance. Hopefully, it's Malignance into tank, because we really need a little bit of a front line. Because if we're just going AP Malphite, if we can't kill Yorick. Okay, that is a 4th plate here for Johnny. Should be able to get the turret on the next plate, but we are now getting the Chemtech Dragon. It is a Notion Soul this game, a Notion Rift, so we do have to be a little bit careful here. Okay, the Super Mega Fire Kick going to kick Braum away, but Johnny going to get the first turret gold, about 2,400 gold up on this Malphite. We're going to have to see a little bit more here from this Malphite. Okay, Godson going on a killing spree, killing the Braum, and Fang going to be able to take the blue by assassinating Braum. Yorick not going to be able to take the blue, but rotating into the bot lane, we have thrown Xavi into the top lane. Have to be a little bit careful. We do not have flash on Yorick. Okay, Fang is going to be here as well. And we do invest the Aphelios flash over the wall. A little bit interesting here, but having no access to grubs is going to make things a little harder. Okay, we do have the Ashe ultimates, but we're not going to look to use it. Nebula a little bit down in this early game. We do have the first items though completed for everyone except Braum. How close are we to finishing the Braum item? I think we're like at least 250. I think combined cost for Locket, or yeah, I think Locket is 700 combined cost when you have all the components. Yeah, okay. Godson is working towards. We have the Aurora ult. It is no longer a trap, so you can walk out of it. Paranoia going to be invested. We're going to give Godson another kill. Looks like the Herald going to be taken here. A teamfight win over by the side of... teamfight win over here for the side of Milkmen. And yeah, things going from bad to worse here for Nebula. Aphelios is getting super scaled. Has Cleanse, has Emilio. Okay, Strega is here in the top lane though. We have the Aphelios ultimates. Throw the Moonlight Vigil here, and that is going to be a collector. A double kill taken here. Johnny going to be able to take the turret, but Malphite probably just going to be able to kill Johnny here with a nice QE smack. And Godson not going to be left to his lonesome in the top lane, though. Amumu does do a decent amount of damage. Going to get a nice bandage toss into the Curse of the Sad Mummy. And Godson not going to be able to get away. Nice shutdown here by Monkey D. Thinkar. Able to recuperate a little bit of gold. But money on your tank and not money on your DPS going to hurt a little bit. Xavi pretty far behind. And unfortunately, when Ashe gets far behind... yeah, unfortunately, when Ashe gets far behind, she's a champion that needs the ability to land auto attacks, but Aphelios almost 2 crit items invested already, 50% crit. Once he starts building that attack speed, he'll be able to truly start making a difference. We've got, yeah, taking quite a bit of a beating here in the mid lane, but has a lot of standing gold. Probably looking to get his second item. Hasn't finished his boots yet, which is the difference between him and the Aurora. Blackfire Torch on Aurora in the mid lane. Interesting. Also interested to see if we get a a Redemption or a Mikhail's Crucible here from the side of this Melio to really make it hard for the Velios to die. We do not have the cleanse though, and the Melios is nowhere near. Ashe has the ultimate, Braum has flash. Maybe we can find an angle to jump on this Braum. I have to be careful if we're Godson. We don't have a shutdown on us, but we are not escaping an Ashe Braum. Okay, Syndra with about 1900 gold, probably looking to push this next wave in. We are pinging Dragon for Dragon of the game. Going to look to be going to, so far, Finkar is the only one there. We're going to blow the Blast Cone up to get into the pits. And Zavi is down a level here. I don't know if he wants to take this fight, or Monkey really wants to take the Scuttle before we start. Going to be using his one of two smite charges here. Okay, we've got Strega, Melio. Okay, we've got 4 people here. Okay, the dragon is getting low, but we're not focusing it. Waffle. So we're going. Strega going to steal. Going to get the dragon. Aurora going to be able to live. Johnny here looking to get the last Q. Not going to be in range though, unfortunately. Gonna get Kingmaker on a killing spree. An 11 KDA here on the Melio. Really fantastic mechanics here in game number 3. Strikebreaker already invested here. We do have 6 grubs here, so Zavi is able to get some good turret pressure. Zavi winning the 1v1. Sorry, the 1v2. Sorry, the 2v1 versus Aphelios. Yeah, if the Aphelios doesn't have his Melio near him, I feel like things get a lot harder to do. I feel like the tether is coming. We're going to break the tether with the Stand By Me. Glacial Fish are going to be invested. We're going to stun down Strega, but have to be a little bit careful. Zavi is pretty low. And Zavi with some good mechanics, but unfortunately not a lot of damage in the build for this time being. We've got the Super Mega Fire Kick, not going to be able to find... not going to be able to find the Melio. Sorry, not going to be able to find the Syndra. I don't think they could have assassinated Yap. He doesn't have boots though, but Aphelios now working towards his 3rd item. Hopefully we see a little bit of attack speed. Would be nice to see some attack speed on the Aphelios. And I believe, okay, we have a, what, it's a Bandle Glass Mirror here with a 10 stack Magi's here. Yeah, this Malphite not having a fun time playing against 80 Yorick. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow not going to hit here. Yeah, oh, okay, the Bandage Shot is going to follow Monkey. And Godson gonna be able to put a lot of pressure in this mid lane, forcing Yap away. Should be able to finish taking this turrets. And yeah, that is another turret taken here. 2nd turret of the game here for a Milkman. Now tied up in turret score. We've got the Abyssal Mask here for Amumu. I think we want to see plated steel caps on Amumu. Just because this Aphelios is going to be a problem. The Nocturne auto attacks a lot, and technically Aurora attacks as well. And there's not much cleansable CC or tenacity effective CC outside of the Nocturne route and the Malphite slow. I think Aurora has a little bit of slows or whatever, but I don't think the slow's really going to matter. If Amumu is in range to get hit by the Aurora slow, he's in range to ult the Aurora. So yeah, we'll have to see about that. Alright, so 2 item mark coming out for the most of it here on the side of Nebula. We are working towards, oh, you forced to cleanse early here. Strega going to get the Paranoia and the Tether onto Syndra. A Moonlight Vigil going to be invested to secure the kill here. Hawkshot going to be used at Baron to see if there was any potential vision, but no vision yet spotted. Looks like we have a Baron start, but we need this Aphelios. Monkey D. Thinkar is looking for a play on Aphelios. Going to get a Curse of the Sad Mummy. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow coming down from mid, but yeah, Godson gonna be able to heal off. Unfortunately, when multiple targets get hit by the Hollowed Mist, it's RNG roulette to see which champion is the one who actually gets hit by the Yorick little minions, the tier 3 subscribers. So while it was a nice play from Johnny and Thinkar, unfortunately there just wasn't enough damage in the tank. There was a lot of follow-up. The Ref of Light invested means, okay, we have the Echoes of Halia here. I really would love to see a Mikhails here for Godson, just in case, you know, because there is quite a bit of stuns. And while we do have access to cleanse on the Melio ultimate, that extra heal and cleanse safety, it looks like we are going Armor Pen here, third item. Johnny going with Berserker Greaves on Yorick. Okay, interesting. Might be like some kind of split pushing specialty, but I've never seen that before on any Yorick. Okay, forcing Zavi to flash with the Between Worlds. Monkey, do you think are going to miss the bandage toss? But that is an important summoner on the Ash gone. The Hollow Mist going to hit Strega, but Strega is pretty bulky. And it looks like Ocean Dragon Soul Point going to be started here. Teleport invested by Malphite. Monkey D. Thinkar went in, used the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Wafflehammer here is pretty low, but the Moonlight Vigil, we're doing a lot of damage. And yeah, Aphelios putting in a lot of work. We're gonna get 3 kills. And we're just gonna get the Baron at this point. Syndra having the TP and ult, the barrier invested from Ash, the flash invested from Johnny to be able to get away. And yeah, this Baron goes down pretty fast. There's a Blackfire Torch plus Aphelios. He does a lot of damage. And yeah, that's just going to be a free Baron. While Wafflehammer is going to be doing the Dragon. Yeet going to get caught by the Super Mega Fire Kick using the stun before the Nocturne Tether has been achieved. The speed up here from Nocturne, the Flash Tether. Yap is in a little bit of trouble. And yeah, looks like we are just going to be doing the Dragon, but Johnny here going to be trying to get a turret in a response. Does get it because Hullbreaker Demolish is pretty good. We get the Seekers here on Yap. You're gonna look to take the blue away, but that is Ocean Soul Point here on the side of Milkman. We've got now, we got 90% crit chance here. Melio forced to flash away, unfortunately walking too close to an Ash. Bromdor threatening a kill. Kingmaker playing very aggressively because he knows his teammates are nearby. We have the Unstoppable Force, and if we find the Ash, we will just alter. Okay, here's Johnny going to get Malphite ulted. The Glacial Fish are going to land on 2, but it's not going to be enough. We've got Godson. He is huge. And yeah, when you play a Protect the Aphelios, Aphelios do damage comp. Aphelios ends up doing damage, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, the Ash Brom wasn't really the answer we were looking for to the Aphelios. Fang really putting the hurt on a Yap. Monkey gonna get hit up by the Tether and the Fireball. Wafflehammer going to get a kill, and that might just be the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. There's 30+ second death timers on 2 members, 10 seconds on Johnny, and we'll have to see beautiful comeback here from the Milkmen in game numbers 2 and 3. But I feel like Godson here going to be taken down. So Zavi is putting in one last try, but this Aurora, if she lands a single spell, just going to be able to murderize. Yeah, just going to be able to murderize people. Johnny going to be able to get some shutdowns, but doesn't have access to the maiden, doesn't have the healing. The Malphite ultimate going to be enough. Yab FPS and Monkey D. Finger are back up. We've got the Flash Bandage Toss to dodge the Super Mega Fire Kick. Okay, we've got the shutdown. Now Malphite doesn't have his ultimate, doesn't have flash. And Syndra going to get a second kill. Okay, money, that is an ace here. But the entire base is open now. So we've got, the mid lane is completely open. The Nexus turrets are all gone. Zavi is 2.5 items at this point, which is nice. But Aphelios finished his 4th item. Aurora finished her 3rd item. Malphite building some AP at this point. Because he has the Iceborne Gauntlet. Johnny almost on 4 items, really putting in a lot of work, about 4,000 gold ahead of Malphite, but the 5,000 gold lead in the 80 carry department and the 3,000 gold lead in the support department make it hard to peel off this Aphelios, who does so much damage. 100% crit, has collector access, has the Melio for steroid buffs. Melio has about 1,000 gold, probably gonna look towards like the warding item if there's any time, but I think the next team fight decides the game. Here's Johnny gonna be found, unfortunately, here, trying to get a split push going, gonna get tethered here, and yeah, that's just gonna be the end of Johnny. While we are 3 people pushing the mid lane, remember there is an open Nexus here. And, I mean, 6 grub base race might be closer than we think, but the Malphite is here looking for Ashe. And, with Malphite interrupting the wave, the Smite coming here. Okay, Curse of the Sand Mummy invested. Striga is taking a lot of damage, but Fang is about to pop off. Zavi is going to get murdered by Aphelios. And Yap also gonna look to go down. And the Moonlight Vigil going to miss, but Godson on a killing spree. Teleport here, invested by Wafflehammer and Fang. The double TPs are coming in, and yeah, that's going to be the end of the series, ladies and gentlemen. A Scrim win goes over to Milkmen. Beautiful gameplay. Godson really putting in a lot of work. Beautiful ending. Thank you guys for watching. As always, the VOD will be available tomorrow for you guys on the Fallen Sanctum YouTube channel at 10 a.m. I believe I already sent Godson the information on Discord. So, but I will repost the link real quick here for whoever wants it. Here is the Fallen Sanctum YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe. We have daily videos, if anything. And I do casting, do leagues and stuff. Looking to get into the low budget LCS. We are casting playoffs and super weeks later for the Mamago and stuff. So thank you as always for watching the stream. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see you.